Hello, my lovely Libra, and welcome to your general energy reading for abundance. This is an abundance bonus for this month. So please do take what resonates and toss the rest. It is just a general reading. However, if you do enjoy this, please do like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell because I will be putting up moon readings a little bit later on, and I don't want you to miss those. However, if you haven't had a chance to check out your general reading for the entire month of May, please do check that out as well. Without further ado though, let's go ahead and get your reading started. The first row will indicate where you are now. The middle row will be what you don't see coming, and the bottom row is what your higher divination, spirit, communion of saints, higher beings, all that great stuff, whatever it is you personally believe in, their advice to you is. So let's go ahead and get started, see what we've got for you. All right, this is your abundance. So let's see what's on the horizon here for finances, job, that kind of great stuff. Alrighty. Okay, my lovely Libra. So I do see justice upside down to start it out with. So I feel like some of you have been just bottom line screwed over lately, okay? I'm not going to mince words. I feel like some of you have been given a raw go, okay? So you may have either been laid off, you may have been let go from a job. Perhaps you've hit a rough patch with like medical or physical types of restrictions or restraints where you haven't been able to work as much. So finances have gotten kind of out of balance. It could also be something where, you know, you've been promised things and, you know, haven't delivered your company, your business, your job, whatever. So maybe you were promised a raise, promised a promotion, promised a bonus. None of those things came through. There was like excuses, sorry, you know, economic cutbacks or, you know, yada, yada. And that doesn't really help you. So, you know, could also be other things. You know, you might have some financial issues because, you know, maybe there's situations where you are, you were treated unjustly in regards to, you know, somebody owes you money and they didn't pay you. Perhaps you're in literally a court situation, small claims court, something like that, with somebody over a settlement. Could be something where you're waiting for, you know, spousal support, child support, rent from somebody, you know, any number of things people owe you money for. You sold somebody something, they didn't pay you for it, those kinds of things. Also, so for whatever reason, I do feel like you are kind of awaiting some justice because you feel like you've been treated unjustly. And that's kind of caused you to be a little bit off balance. However, you know, I do see that you have a 4 of Wands here. So I feel like you are still on stable ground, okay? So for most of you, I feel like you've been able to weather the storm. It's not been something that has been so detrimental to you that it's like, you know, they're repossessing your house. You're like facing what do I do, live under a bridge situation. I don't feel like it's been that drastic for some of you, but I do feel like you're very unhappy about this, as well you should be, because you weren't treated in a just manner, right? Okay, and you may have ultimately had to get some help to keep your foundation safe or rely on somebody else to keep your foundation whole. And, you know, a lot of you don't like to do that. I mean, it's anytime things are out of balance for you, it's just not good. You don't want to owe somebody. You don't want things to be off balance. You have a certain way you like things to be done, to be paid. And when things are off, it's just, it throws you off, okay? And so I feel like even though, you know, your foundation is still fairly stable, it's kind of shifted your dynamic, right? But I have the King of Pentacles here, okay? And I feel like that this isn't necessarily your energy here. I feel like this is somebody who has perhaps been there for you, maybe helped you out, maybe continuing to help you out. So for example, a friend, a family member, could be a significant other, could be somebody at work who has, you know, kind of tried to help you get back on track with work, you know, a higher up position, a boss, somebody you have connections with, or get you a job somewhere. Maybe somebody who's helped you to kind of make payments on your house if you did get a little bit kind of strapped there, because they are, you know, fairly stable, they have finances, they're okay. So I do feel like you have somebody who really is there looking out for you. And if it is something that you have in a court system, this person may be helping to pay your attorney's fees at this point. You know, you never know. But I feel like that's really a good thing that you have a support system, a support network, and that may be also part of why your foundation is so solid. But let's see what you've got kind of here coming throughout the month that you may not see coming, or maybe you know, on the horizon here. I see a Page of Wands coming in, so I feel like this is opportunity, right? This is news, this is opportunity. This could be news about the Justice, because it is falling under your Justice card, okay? This is usually a fiery hot kind of good information. So I do feel like this may be information telling you, hey, your justice is coming through. This could be like, hey, you know, if it is, the funds are coming, you know, on something like that. Hey, we've got an opportunity for you to come back to work. If it was something where you had been out of work, hey, here's an opportunity for, you know, a raise or an improvement. Or hey, you know what, we're going to try to, maybe we couldn't get you the raise, the bonus, the promotion that we promised, but we can get you a little something, or you know, something else that will kind of compensate, at least in some regard, but something to help you feel like you're starting to get justice, right? Like you're getting that justice. This is good news, okay? I feel like this is definitely positive news coming in for you under that Justice card, helping you get that justice, and it's coming in, okay? And again, this King of Pentacles, I do feel like is a catalyst for this, okay? So this may be somebody who is really pushing the envelope, helping you out at your employment, a friend that's higher up or sees your struggle and is just a nice person. This could be a friend or family member that's really helping you, you know, push the envelope, get you an attorney, you know, things that you need, but whatever it may be, I do feel like they're a catalyst. So, you know, somebody good to have in your corner to get this moving. And this is the information, the news coming in that justice is being served in some form or fashion, okay? Because your next card is the Ten of Pentacles, right? And that's under your Four of Wands, so under your strong foundation. So, you know, you're getting that money, okay? That money, honey. So again, I do feel like you are, you know, you're going to be getting the funds that you need. You're going to be, at least this news is going to be saying, hey, these funds are coming, right? They're coming to you in some way. Maybe, you know, we can't give them to you this quarter through work, but we've cleared it out for next, you know, fiscal quarter. We've made room for your bonus, your raise, your whatever, your promotion, okay? So maybe we can't hire you this time, but, you know, second quarter or third quarter, we've got, you know, your set to hire date is such and such. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel here, and it is going to be a lovely one for you, okay? Very good, very stable, very financially abundant for you, okay? Good news. Okay, then we see the Nine of Wands, okay? This is a burden card, okay? It's getting close to the point where you can put a burden down. So my one thing here with this being under the King of Pentacles, okay? My one thought process with this, my one first instinct that I felt overwhelmingly was that this news is that this is coming. But just like I said, I feel like it's kind of news that it's coming, that you are going to get it, but it's not like, hey, I'm here with your check. Hey, I'm here with your support that you weren't getting. Here, I'm here with your cash that I owed you for rent. Hey, I'm here with your bonus. Hey, I'm here with your, you know, that kind of immediate justice. It's more like, this is the news that you are going to be absolutely getting your justice and your abundance to stabilize your foundation, but it's not coming in immediately, okay? It's something that you are going to have to hold just a bit for. You know, it's going to be, we've made room for next quarter. We've made room for you for this. We've made room for that. Or you're going to have to go through this training or that, but then we can get you in here. Or, you know, we've got you on the docket and, you know, your attorney's like, everything's squared away, but it's going to have to go through bureaucratic red tape to get collected. And then once it gets collected, then the check will be cut to you. So give us another 3 months. something of that nature, right? Anybody who's ever dealt with a settlement, maybe it's a lawsuit that you've had for something, anything like that, right? You're trying to get justice. Anybody who's had any sort of trying to get something through a small claims court for, like, somebody not paying you, or for rent you're trying to collect, or spousal or child support you can't get, or a settlement for a lawsuit, anything like that, it goes through 57 channels before you actually ever see the funds. So I feel like you're still holding a bit of burden, right? Okay, but you're almost at that point where you can put it down, right? You're at a 9 of Wands. You're just about to put that down, but it's under your King of Pentacles. So I feel like this person is still there. They're still helping you, okay? But I feel like for some of you, again, because you love balance, because you love everything to be even keeled and on a perfect normal, I like to have exactly the right amount. I like to pay everything just fine. I like to have everything even Stevens. I don't like to owe anybody this or that or whatever. That because you owe, maybe you are feeling like you owe this person a little bit still, and until you have this actual cash in hand to pay them back and you're scot-free, debt-free on that owing somebody, you are feeling a little bit of burden, okay? I don't feel like this is anything that you're not going to be putting down very soon, though, okay? So again, I feel like it's definitely going to be coming, definitely going to be getting the justice and the funds. It just may take a bit longer than what you want it to, okay? So now here is your advice from the universe, the higher divination, celestial beings, communion of saints, spirit, whomever your higher power is that you believe in, but this is their advice to you, okay? The first one is strength. Okay, when somebody is not giving you justice, it's testing your strength, okay? But you have strength, you have resolve, okay? And I do believe that this is spirit telling you, hang strong, okay? When this news is going to come in, and it is going to come in, okay? Hang strong for it and just wait a little bit longer. You've got the strength, you've got the power, you've got the spirit. You can do it, okay? Just hang tight. Your justice is coming. We see it here with the Pentacles. We know you've got a foundation. We know you've got somebody to help back you up. We know all these things. We just need you to hang tight. So harness all your strength, to get through this, whether it's a court battle, whether it's a waiting game, whether it's just a process that's killing you of applications and, trying to get back to this or that, or I don't care if it's you're trying to get disability or something, something like that. It's a governmental situation that is nothing but bureaucratic red tape, and you're just over and over, on and on, going through the motions to get something, and it's just beating your head against the wall and going in circles. Just stay strong. It's coming. It's just going to take a little bit longer than you necessarily probably wanted it to, right? But no problems, okay? So here we have the 6 of Wands in reverse, okay? So again, I feel like this is something where it's telling you, you don't have to go away. You don't have to run from this. This is not something where you've got to go somewhere else, okay? Find your safety, find your money, find your justice somewhere else. This is, okay, you can come right back into your peace, okay? Because you can come right back into your stability. You're going to come right back into those pentacles, okay? Your justice is coming right back into you, okay? But you have to give it some time. So try to be as strong as you can, okay? I know you don't like things out of balance. I know you don't like to have to wait. But you know what? You may have to rob Peter to pay Paul a little bit just to get you through, but it will pay off in the end, okay? So I do feel like then, that's something that is going to be, the hardest part for you, honestly. And I feel like it's a burden to you, and that's part of what the burden is. And the last card here is the Fool in reverse. And I feel like the Fool in reverse is really you being the cunning one, okay? I feel like here you're like ultimately the winner chicken dinner, okay? Ultimately, somebody tried to do you dirty in the beginning, okay? They tried to do you unjustly. You were able to utilize your strength, okay? You stayed strong. You stayed the course. You were steady throughout. And in the end, okay, you were able to stay grounded, right? Be grounded. That's what you love to feel, grounded, right? Solid, stable. And that's the place you're going to get to, okay? You're not anyone's fool. You're not flippant. You're not kind of wandering around, you know, laissez-faire, about to walk off a cliff or any of that. This is not you. You're coming in grounded, stable. You know what's happening. You know what you've got. You know what you've been through. And now, you know what to do from here on out, right? And you're in a better place because of it. And you also have learned throughout the process, I feel too. You've learned a couple of things. One, you've learned, you know, what not to let people do to you. But number two, I think you've kind of learned who you can rely on and who you can't. Because I do feel like with this falling under your King of Pentacles, you know that this is a person that you can truly count on. Maybe you didn't love to count on them. Maybe you felt like that was very much something you hated to do. You hated to take help. You hated to feel like you owed somebody, even though that they were like, no, I don't want you to feel bad about it. You know, they were more than wanting to give it to you. You know, it wasn't like you were asking for it or anything. You know, they were offering. But again, it just, you felt very burdened by it. But again, I think that's taught you something. And so not only have you come out more grounded and in a better place, but you've also come out a little bit wiser, a little smarter, you know, and ultimately you also know who not to trust. So let's see what your abundance cards here say. We'll pull one on each row and see if they give us any more further enlightenment on this. But from everything I can tell, you know, your justice is for sure coming. I don't see any issue with that. I feel like you are definitely going to harness your strength. You're going to get the justice that you need and be able to, you know, ultimately be able to be grounded back to your solid, steady self. You're going to have plenty of pentacles. You're going to cash. You're going to be on stable ground. You're going to have, you know, people you can count on. Your burdens are going to be kind of put down. I feel like everything is going to be much improved for you, you know, throughout the month or into next month. You know, again, time's fluid in tarot, so take that as it resonates. But again, I do feel like that is, you know, as the information comes in, that'll let you know a little bit more when to actually expect it. But the information, again, I do feel like is just the information. The actual coinage, the actual seeing the moolah may take some time to follow. And I do think that that is why you kind of continue to still feel a little burdensome here, and have to kind of slow your roll to get there kind of where you want to be. But I do see you getting there in the end. So let's see what you've got here. That one, this one, and this one. All right. Okay. So we have letting go. And here, I definitely think that's what you're doing. You know, you're letting go. You're the people who have done you wrong. You are remedying the solution and you're letting them go. Okay. That is what your strength is. Your strength is hanging tough, working through it, and then letting it go. Okay. These people, you just want it. You just want it done. You want it over with. You want your justice, and then you've learned. That's why this Fool card is in reverse. You're no one's fool anymore. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You're not going down that road again. You've learned who you can't trust. You've learned who you can trust. And, you know, that's something that is invaluable, really. And you've also kind of, you know, shown them, you know, you don't make a fool of me, because in the end, I ended up better off. So ultimately, you're letting them go, and you're going to come out ahead. Okay. Your next one is courage. And again, that's what you're doing here with this strength. You're showing courage. You're keeping your foundation strong and steady the whole time. You're maintaining. Okay. You are not letting go. You're not letting this break you apart. You're not letting this break you down. Somebody doing you wrong is not going to tear you to the ground. You are standing strong, holding steady. You know, you are going to get your justice, and you are ultimately going to be able to come into your own. Okay. Come back into whatever you feel comfortable in, This is going to be about you and, you know, your justice. So this is not about them anymore. You've let them go. You've gotten your justice and you've learned a lot. And again, this is your courage. You had to make it through this. You had to stay the course. You had to be strong. You had to hang tough through the whole time while maintaining a foundation. And for some of you, this was work, okay? For some of you, I feel like you got screwed over, and at the same time, you had to maintain a home, maintain probably children, you know, yourself, maybe medical issues, all kinds of stuff. So you really had to show a lot of courage, okay? And kudos to you because you made it happen, right? And then this last one is clearing. And I think this is beautiful because it's falling under your Nine of Pentacles. And that is exactly what you're doing. You're clearing out your burdens. You're clearing out your negative energy. You're letting go of all of that negativity, the people that are doing you wrong, the crap that they did wrong to you. You are no longer anyone's fool. You're no longer in a place where you're not grounded, stable, where you're having to feel like you're kind of holding it together by a thread, using all your strength to keep yourself afloat, feeling like you're leaning on people and out of balance. You are clearing all of that negative crap out and you are back on solid ground, standing firm. You know your direction, you know what you want, you know where you're headed, you've got your justice, you know who to trust and who not to trust, and you are a better, stronger, wiser, more courageous, more grounded and solid person for it. So I think everything is going to work out perfect for you and you will get your justice, and that's the main thing. So I hope this does work out for you. I hope everything did resonate with you because that will be good. You will get your justice and you'll hopefully have a good friend, family member relationship, somebody here who's really going to help you out, look out for you, and that's something great to have. And so just keep staying the course. You've got this, okay? So have a great week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.